Right, guys, so this is driving me insane. Okay, and what am I talking about? I'm talking about this whole idea that you can't improve your IQ after the age of 18. Like it's just so stupid, and I can't believe people like top psychologists like Jordan Peterson actually believe this crap. And I was trying to get to one guy. His name is Joseph Maselli or something like that, and I was confident that I would help him. Because he has a low IQ of 70. I was in that position. I improved myself massively just by doing a small amount of reading each day, nothing crazy. And I don't know, he still seems to believe that you can't improve your IQ after 18, and he's just stuck like that for life. And I'm like, well, what are you gonna do for your life then? Just be unemployed, sit around at home all day, not really do anything. Is that what you're telling us to do? I actually feel quite privileged because I lived in a place called Carrickmines, and at the time I didn't feel privileged. I felt like these people were pricks, but I had a mental disability, an IQ of 70, and what did I do all day? I went to college for 3 years, which was really stupid. I only went because my mother forced me to go. I knew I had no hope of passing the course, so I put very little effort into it. Failed the course, and for about a year after that, I was just unemployed. I just hung around at home all day, doing nothing. I was into running. That's one thing I was into. I go for walks around the park, but overall, I didn't really do much with my time. Okay, and the neighbors I had, they weren't very sympathetic. They didn't say to themselves, "Oh, he has an intellectual disability. He should just sit around at home all day and do nothing. That's fine. That's fine." No, they didn't care that I had a mental disability. They looked at me and thought, "This guy's a lazy prick. He should get up above his fucking arse and get a job." That you need a little bit of tough love sometimes, someone to push you in that right direction. But at the same time, you need people who understand where you're coming from, understand your limitations. Okay, now if these people look down on me for staying at home all day, not looking for jobs, and wasting my life away, I can understand that. But I got a job after about a year being unemployed. I did get a job at the local McDonald's in Carrickmines, and now if the neighbours look down at me for working a job at the local McDonald's, then they're pricks because at the time that was the best I could do. Even working there was very difficult. I was probably looking back now, I feel like I only just about managed to keep my job. I only just about did enough to keep my job, and that was with me working my arse off. And and yeah, I've mentioned this before. If you have an IQ as low as 70, you should probably look for an easier job than McDonald's, like maybe cleaning or being a train driver or something like that. Caretaker. We gotta start thinking differently. We gotta be more positive and optimistic, and stop feeling sorry for ourselves. You know. Um, like 9 out of 10 people would look at the position I was in and they'd feel sorry for me. Alright, and I felt a little bit sorry for myself, don't get me wrong. But I took action and I improved myself at the same time. Okay, I've been working on my IQ the last 15 months. I started in November 2020. I was given a 2 week break from McDonald's. I read during that break, did some reading, came back, and actually found the job a little bit easier. I realized it's because the reading I did improved my IQ, so I kept reading after that. And I was watching like an old video from the 1960s on YouTube based on people with mental disabilities, and the speakers in this video said, like 3% of people are mentally retarded, he said, which is what we call mentally disabled nowadays. But only about 1% of those people have no hope. The vast majority of these people can be helped with rehabilitation. That's the message we need to give people. Because back in the 60s, they didn't have this, "oh, poor him" attitude. They said, "right, fuck it, give it a go, try to improve yourself and see what happens." That's the attitude I had. And yeah, I heard these psychologists saying, "you can't improve your IQ after 18." I heard that. I had serious doubts as to whether I could improve my IQ, but I put that to the test. I improved my IQ massively just by reading for 20 minutes a day, and look at me now. Alright, I'm not a super good YouTuber, I'm not amazing at YouTube or anything like that, but I'm certainly a lot better than I was. Okay? So, if you have this victim mentality, if you feel like you're just stuck the way you are for the rest of your life, then you're gonna get nowhere. Alright, that's just me being honest. And I'm trying to I'm very angry at people like Jordan Peterson for spreading this message. He's crippling a generation, and this generation, that we need to question these things, and Is there anything else I can say? Look, if you're really bad at something, you can improve at it. You know, you can improve massively, and you don't even need to spend a lot of time at it. Like if you're like obese, you can become a much faster runner just by eating less food. Okay, it's that simple. Like look at Mo Farah. Mo Farah, he's won 6 Olympic golds, 4 World Championship, sorry, 4 Olympic gold medals, 6 World Championship gold medals, 2 World Championship silver medals. All right, he's scrawny, skinny, like most elite distance runners are. Look at his twin brother. He's obese. You can't look at his twin brother and say, he's just got bad genetics. He's just meant to be obese. He can't be a good runner. When his twin brother, who has the same genetics as him, is Olympic champion. Alright? And this guy, Joseph Maselli, I think his name is, he's an IQ of 70, but his sister is a primary school teacher, or she's secondary school teacher, I can't remember. But obviously she has an above average IQ. And they have the same genetics, same parents. So just think about that. Think about that, because they're saying IQ is genetic. If I did an IQ test in German, I'd get 0. Alright, that doesn't mean I'm stupid. It's because I don't learn German. Alright? I've been speaking English my whole life. So if I did an IQ test in English, that would be a better indicator of how intelligent I am. What's the point of going to school if you're just born with this intelligence? Like, why go to school? Why read books? Why do all this crap when it's all just written in stone? Oh, this is your, you're just born with a high IQ. Alright?